Hecate made a small, bitter laugh. When Demeter lost her daughter Persephone, kidnapped by your father, I guided Demeter through the darkest night with my torches, helping her search. And when the giants rose for the first time, I again sided with the gods. I fought my arch-enemy Clytius, made by Gaia to absorb and defeat all my magic. Clytius? Hazel had never heard that name. Clytius. But saying it made her limbs feel heavy. She glanced at the images in the northern doorway, the massive dark shape looming over Percy and Annabeth. Is he the threat to the house of Hades? Oh, he waits for you there, Hecate said. But first you must defeat the witch. Unless you manage that. She snapped her fingers, and all the gateways turned dark. The mist dissolved, the images gone. We all face choices, the goddess said. When Kronos arose the second time, I made a mistake. I supported him. I had grown tired of being ignored by the so-called major gods. Despite my years of faithful service, they mistrusted me, refused me a seat in their hall. The polecat Gale chittered angrily. It does not matter any more, the goddess sighed. I have made peace again with Olympus. Even now, when they are laid low, their Greek and Roman persona fight each other. I will help them. Greek or Roman, I have always been only Hecate. I will assist you against the giants, if you prove yourself worthy. So now it is your choice, Hazel of Eske. Will you trust me, or will you shun me as the Olympian gods have done too often? Blood roared in Hazel's ears. Could she trust this dark goddess who'd given her mother the magic that ruined her life? Sorry, no. She didn't much like Hecate's dog or her gassy polecat either. But she also knew she couldn't let Percy and Annabeth die. I'll go north, she said. We'll take your secret pass through the mountains. Hecate nodded, the slightest hint of satisfaction in her face. You have chosen well, though the path will not be easy. Many monsters will rise against you. Some are even my own servants. They have sided with Gaia, hoping to destroy your mortal world. The goddess took her double torches from their stands. Prepare yourself, daughter of Pluto. If you succeed against the witch, we will meet again. I'll succeed, Hazel promised. And, Hecate, I'm not choosing one of your paths. I'm making my own. The goddess arched her eyebrows. Her polecat writhed, and her dog snarled. We're going to find a way to stop Gaia, Hazel said. We're going to rescue our friends from Tartarus. We're going to keep the crew and the ship together, and we're going to stop Camp Jupiter and Camp Half-Blood from going to war. We're going to do it all. The storm howled, the black walls of the funnel cloud swirling faster. Interesting, Hecate said, as if Hazel were an unexpected result in science experiments. That would be magic worth seeing. A wave of darkness blotted out the world. When Hazel's sight returned, the storm, the goddess, and her minions were gone. Hazel stood on the hillside in the morning sunlight, alone in the ruins, except for Riordan, who paced next to her, nickering impatiently. I agree, Hazel told the horse. Let's get out of here. What happened? Leo asked as Hazel climbed aboard the Argo II. Hazel's hands still shook from her talk with the goddess. She glanced over the rail and saw the dust of Riordan's wake stretching across the hills of Italy. She had hoped her friend would stay, but couldn't blame him for wanting to get away from this place as fast as possible. The countryside sparkled as the summer sun hit the morning dew. On the hillside the old ruins stood white and silent, no sign of ancient paths, goddesses, or farting weasels. Hazel, Nico asked. Her knees buckled. Nico and Leo grabbed her arms and helped her to the steps of the foredeck. She felt embarrassed, collapsing like some fairy tale damsel, but her energy was gone. The memory of those glowing scenes at the crossroads filled her with dread. I met Hecate, she managed. She didn't tell them everything. She remembered what Nico had said. Their courage is already stretched to its limit. But she told them about the secret northern pass to the mountains, and the detour that Hecate described that could take them to Epirus. When she was done, Nico took her hand. His eyes were full of concern. Hazel, you met Hecate at a crossroads. That's something many demigods do not survive. and the ones that do survive are never the same. Are you sure that you're—" "I'm fine," she insisted.